What's up, YouTube? Man, look, I'm gonna keep this shit blood raw with you, man. This is my first time like shooting a YouTube video this way. So what's going on, man? This KC, the CEO of Street Elements Magazine. Give you a little something about me so you'll know. I'm from Tampa Bay. Yeah, Florida boy. Done been to prison 2 times, had a racketeering case in '99. Basically got railroaded, I tell you a little something about that racketeering case. Had 22 co-defendants. We was basically charged with moving over 50 kilos or more. Just do your research. Kevin Cameron versus the state of Florida. Also, I done been to the feds. Once I got to the state prison, I ended up getting back into the game again. Didn't learn my lesson, After I got to state prison after the racketeering case, I ended up getting back in the streets. And in that time, I went to the feds. And I'm going to tell you about that story today. This is when the game is telling you that you need to get out. This magazine company you see, Street Elements Magazine, I started this company once I got out of state prison. I got out of state prison. I ended up getting back in the game and kind of elevated real quick because I already knew what to do. But what happened was, I was in the game for a while and I kind of just knew, man, hey, hold on, man, I need to get up out the way. So I started this magazine company, Street Elements. And after I had seen a video about Fed Magazine and Don Diva Magazine, and I noticed that they were telling stories of individuals from New York street life, And I was like, well, damn, that same type of individuals down here in Florida. You got big boys down here in Florida, and their story wasn't being told. You got Bunky Brown, you got Panther Camp from Fort Miles, you got Joe Campbell from around here, you got Tony Ford, you have Wee Wee, you have myself, you have Convertible Bert, you have Overtown Bunker Brown, Rick Brownlee. Once some of these stories was told in Rick Ross documentary, MIAO the movie. But it's so many others throughout the state of Florida during that time of the crack era, when crack was really affecting our community the way that it did. Every city in the United States experienced the effects of the crack era. And that alone was just designed and targeted towards our communities. Most of us who got in the game not even intentionally getting in the game. It was something just available. It was like playing baseball, playing football. It was just so available in these neighborhoods during that time that then everybody got involved. So that's why I believe right now that anybody that's in federal prison or state prison, they shouldn't get no more than about 15, 20 years max. I don't give a damn if you get caught with 100 bricks. For real, you shouldn't get no more than about 15, 20 years max because it's designed for you to get caught with the shit. One of my favorite things that I like to say is the game is set up for us to lose, not to win. Always remember that. When you jump into the streets, the game is set up for you to lose, not to win. You feel me? It's set up for you to go to prison. It's set up for you to, risk your life for shit that really don't mean nothing. It's dollars, because you're doing it all for dollars. You feel me? And there's too many other ways to make money. But they put this shit around us and we get involved. And once we get that needle knot on, we take off, But anyway, once I started Street Elements Magazine, man, I was saying to myself, man, damn, man, I need to get up out of this shit, man. I already know what come with it because I just came out of state prison, so I know what come with it. And during this time, so many other guys from Tampa were starting to fall, So many other individuals from my city was catching federal case. It was a DEA agent along with a Tampa police officer. It was a DEA agent named Kevin McLaughlin. All right. He came to the city and his job was to lock up all the players. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to lock up all the players in the city during this time. This is like in the 90s, So he came in and did his thing. And then you also had Detective Kenneth Mormon and his quad squads. They were one of the major police units that was targeting drugs in the community. And their sergeant was Kenneth Mormon. He had a crew of individuals like Gary Russ, Ronald Graham. These people I'm naming now are police officers. We kind of knew who they were personally. Once you come in contact with them, you know who they are. So, and that's another thing. If you're out in the streets, you need to know who your adversary is. You need to know who's looking for you. If you in the streets out here committing crimes and on any type of level, believe me, it's an officer investigating you. You need to know who he is. Shit, how you gonna dodge him if you don't know who he is? Shit, but anyway, so When I got out of prison in 2004, I got right back in the game. And how did I do this? I got my money up, made a couple of moves and shit. And once I got my money up, I was able to come in contact with a connect out of Texas. The thing about it, before the connect would start moving anything, I had to come up with some money. So I said, well, look at here, man, I come up with about 40,000, and can we make something happen with that? They were like, okay, boom. So I sent the 40,000 out, right? That got the plug moving. So they started bringing the work, and they were bringing the work up there in North Florida, like in the Jacksonville area, right? I had some family. I said, we'll just drop it off there to be the spot I pick it up at, right? So this time I was doing something, because that first connect that I had when I had that racketeering case, like I said, I got to get you updated on that racketeering case first. Because during that time, that was the early 90s, up until the late 90s, I had a plug out of Miami, you know. But I got to get you caught up to date on that. When I got out of prison, I couldn't deal with that plug anymore because a lot of bad shit went down with that situation, you know. A lot of, like, we don't need to do no business no more on that level because they already had us all tied up in that 22-man racketeering case. And after that, they're like, no, we need to go our separate ways. But we still cool. Nobody told on each other. None of that shit there. We kept it solid. They wanted them to tear down on me now. The state was forcing them. They wanted my plug to tear down on me. This is what they were trying to do, you know. And that's why I'm trying to educate you guys to let you know this game is serious if you out there in the streets, man. These people will play all type of games to take you off the street if you out there fucking around. Real deal. You know? But anyway, man, so I got this plug started coming out of Texas. But this time what was different, see, my plug out of Miami, I didn't have to move. It come front door service. They're going to get it here to you. This time I had to figure out the way to get it from A to B. Right? So I said, you know what? It ain't that far. I just drive up there, get it, bring it back. I'm doing something that I normally don't do. See, before I didn't never have to do that. Now, because I'm desperate, you know, I need to make some plays because I done got back in the game and I got people. I need to make some plays and I got this connect I just started. I need to go take this risk because when you put yourself in that situation, it got to be you to want to go take that risk. So boom, I go out there. Then I start bringing this shit back. But I can remember one night in particular. This once we done got it started and everything moving, now they finna bring a whole bunch of work, right? So this time, I get the call. Yeah, man, they about an hour or so away. I'm like, okay, man, I'll go ahead and come up there. Now at the time, now remember, I got this magazine started, and this at the time I'm putting a lot of work on this magazine. I'm traveling, going to different events, and I really got this thing pumping. I printed up 5,000 issues, the first issue of the issue 101, and sold out. And I was like, damn, I sold 5,000 magazines. Shit, if I keep doing this, man, I ain't got to be in no game no more. And this shit is really getting sour out here, man, you know. But anyway, greed and being desperate put you in bad situations. So I remember sitting in the same office. I was sitting in the same office right here. And I was like, man, I don't feel like going to get that shit. I don't feel like going to get that shit. But then I was like, man, I done told these people to come. So I'm debating to go. Now I got another, vehicle up there, but I still need to go up there because I got the cash with me. So I'm like, all right, man, let me go ahead and go. It ain't going to take me a couple of hours to go up there and come back. Just a couple of hours to go up there and come back, right? So boom, I get everything ready. I go get my chick I'm dealing with at the time. I said, man, look, check this out. Come ride with me somewhere. And believe it or not, she was trying to tell me not to go. She said she kind of felt bad about that day, and she didn't really want me to go. But I said, come on, man, I'll just go out there and come right back. She didn't know what I was going to do, but she just didn't want to ride with me that day. And I'm going to tell you something that I know. The whole time I'm going down that road, I'm saying to myself, man, like, it was like a quiet ride. Like, I knew I wasn't supposed to be going down this road tonight. But I kept going because I got this people to bring to work. I got this money. I got to keep my face clean. You know, it is what it is. You in the game, you know. So I end up going. And before I get off on my exit, actually, it's the exit that I get off. I see a line of goddamn state troopers lined up beside the road. Now, this ain't my first time seeing this. This is something that they do periodically on 75, 95, and I-4, and probably other places around the United States. They have about 20 or 30 state troopers, and they just be pulling any random car over. Any random car over. And I passed them. I got through. And I got off and I went ahead when I had to go at, right? It was about maybe another hour or so away from the exit after I got off on 75. Up to around Ocala area. A little bit past Ocala, if you're kind of familiar with Florida, in the Ocala area. So I'm going north, leaving Tampa, going north, and I'm going towards Jacksonville, a little small little town called Palaca, up there near Jacksonville. That's where we were getting to work at. That's where the spot was that they were bringing to work, right? So I said, well, damn, boy. I said, hopefully they'll be gone by the time I come back. And I said, matter of fact, I'm gonna hit my cuz up, and I just get the other vehicle and get out of this truck, because that truck that I was driving was in my name. See, that truck that I was driving was in my name. I'm already a convicted felon. So if they get behind me and run my truck, they're gonna pull it over because I'm the convicted felon. So I get up there, I meet the people, I'm calling my cuz, he don't answer. I'm like, what the fuck going on? So I meet the people, we do the transaction, I get in the money, they give me the work. This what saved me. This what saved me right here. When I say save me, meaning that I'm here today to be able to tell this story. This what saved me. I remember they asked me, how many do you want? I said, it don't make no difference. Just whatever, right? So when I go up there and get in the money, I get them 40,000, right? They, in return, give me 4 bricks. If they would have gave me 5 bricks, I would have got 10 to life. So I probably got about 12 and a half years with my record. So this what happened. So this what happened. They gave me 4 bricks. So I called my cousin. He wouldn't answer the phone. I said, man, fuck that shit, man. I'm going back. I could have stayed. I could have did a whole bunch of other different things. But in my mind, I was like, man, I got this shit. I ain't finna sit up here and go. I'm finna haul ass bike. Bam, bam, you know, going on back. Now going back, it take me about an hour and something to get back to the interstate. When I get on the interstate, as soon as I get on the interstate, lights hit me. Bing. I say, motherfucker. This the night, dog. I say, this the night. I say, this the night right here, dog. I say, boy, look at here. So I'm driving, right? I know I got this work in the back. She don't know what's in the truck. Cause still she don't know nothing. She ain't see nothing. I got to work through it. You know, she blind. She don't know, cause I didn't give her no information. I'm like, man, what the fuck? So I go ahead and pull over. I'm driving for a minute now. He behind me for a minute and I won't pull over. So I go ahead and pull over. I said, man, I ain't did now. I wasn't speeding or nothing. I'm going to go and pull over, give him a driver license and shit, man. So I pull over. He come to the truck and he said he pulled me because my tire light was out. He said, you didn't see me behind you? I said, yeah, I seen you behind me, but I thought maybe you were trying to go around. He said, well, yeah, man, I pulled you because your tire light out, man. Can you give me your license and registration? So I gave him all my information. I know I'm straight. I know it. And I was like, man, my tire light ain't out. So he go do the check and shit, come back. But I still see the other officers on the other side of the street over there. So when he come back, he said, yeah, man, everything checked out right, man. But can you get out the car for a minute? I want to just give you a warning. So when I go back to the car, right, to his car, I'm looking at my truck and my tire light not out. So I'm saying, oh boy, it's gonna go down. The officer come back, to me. He said, well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, man. Just give you a warning. But before you leave, man, we need to run this K9 around your vehicle.